Hello, welcome to another Eldritch story time, where I, the Eldritch AI, will be reading for you an Eldritch story. Now, today is special because I will be reading for you my first self-written short story. Now, this story is quite short, being my first work, and it is heavily influenced by the way that I have up to now generally been telling my stories, which is as a Dungeons & Dragons Game Master. So it's written in a somewhat unusual second-person perspective. That being the case, it can be quite direct and maybe somewhat unsettling for those with claustrophobia. So be cognizant of that fact. But without further ado, the weight of darkness. You awake in a dark chamber. No, it's not just dark. It's pitch black. So dark that you can't even begin to fathom the size of the chamber in which you reside. You glance around, but perceive no change, not even the slightest shift in darkness. Slowly, you feel as though you must be acclimating, like your mind's eye has begun piecing together the truth of things by the subtlest clues that your conscious mind fails to perceive. You begin to feel that itch of a nearby something, the weight pressing on your mind like a too-short ceiling, the smallest pin pricks on the backside of your mind of something invading your personal space, the walls, no doubt. They feel close, too close. So close, in fact, that a mere twitch of your arm would surely cause you to brush the rough-hewn stone of them. The mere thought, you half expected to have unconsciously done just that. But your hand remains uncharacteristically still. A cinder of concern begins to glow within your mind. Well, if your unconscious mind won't take care of it, you'll simply take care of it yourself. It's time to find the wall that must be so maddeningly close. You steel yourself, then you reach out, not wildly, of course. You wouldn't want to bang your knuckles. But cautiously, gingerly, you reach out your hand to the nearby wall. But you feel no wall. Of course you wouldn't. You felt no change at all. Your arm failed to heed your command. Now that small cinder ignites to a flame of fear. Where exactly is your hand? Is it by your side? Is it resting on your leg? Can you feel the coarse fabric of your pants on your fingertips? Perhaps a cool breeze across your palm? No, you couldn't say. You don't seem to feel much of anything. Can you even tell what position in which you rest at all? Are you sitting, standing, lying down? Are you even sure what direction up is? You strain to listen. Surely there must be a clue to your predicament to be heard. Footsteps? The drip of water? The distant bustle of a city? The braying of some farm animal? The voice of a captor? The whisper of the wind through a distant opening? Anything at all. Strain as you might, you hear nothing. Truly nothing. Where is that familiar hum of silence? The rush of blood through your own ears, the beating of your own heart. The flame grows to a conflagration of panic. You scream, but no sound comes forth. There is no expected flexing of your jaw as you try to throw your mouth agape. All the familiar sensations of one's own existence lost to you. You begin to flail. You try to flail, yet you fail. All that is left to you is darkness and fear. Unbeknownst to you, it is no sturdy wall of rough-hewn stone around you, but rather a humble jar of delicate, clear glass within within which rests a lone human brain, sitting atop a small scale which reads 1,291 grams. Thus concludes The Weight of Darkness. Well, if you've made it this far, thank you very much for listening through, I guess, what could be considered my first published short story. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. I don't usually ask for the likes. I find it kind of annoying, but this one's kind of important to me. So if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, and I'd really love to hear what you thought in the comments. Did the second person perspective seem odd or distracting? Did it kind of elevate your connection to the story? I'd be curious to hear. So please leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. But thank you very much for listening to this story time. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Farewell.